Okay, this is gonna be absolute carnage. The drag class. This is gonna be something else. Drag cars on a track with corners is not gonna work. But let's do it anyway. Again, 6 cars in the drag class. There'll be 6 laps in this race, so we'll see all of them. Tornado, I chose the Tornado Rat Rod to start. We've had crashes before we even got to the corner. And then drag cars don't really want to turn. Oh. Issues everywhere. Everybody backing up into nonsense. Oh, God almighty. Okay, we're through. We're through. It's alright, it'll calm down. It'll calm down once we get... I mean, really, you know, people should be able to handle the first few corners in these cars. I mean, we should all know that the cars can't turn very well, and you should take that into account and brake a little bit earlier. You know, it's not as if it's it's a major thing, you know. Just realize that. Just realize what you're driving. That's all it is. Alright, so I'm definitely in... I feel like the Tornado Rat Rod can corner a little bit better than these other drag cars, but isn't as quick. I mean, they're just pulling away from me, so... Look, we got plenty of... We got plenty of long straight there, look. For these drag cars to stretch their legs. When the Tornado Rat Rod is one of the cars that can corner the best in a class, you know that the class is a very interesting one. Yeah, this just feels like a regular GTA Online vanilla Rat Rod at the moment. It probably hasn't been changed or anything to be fully drag specific. That's also the thing with FiveM, you know, the Project Homecoming server specifically. There's a lot of cars that, you know, they're constantly changing, they're constantly getting work done. People sometimes ask me for testing of FiveM cars. Like, it would be irrelevant because they're already being tested to make sure that all the classes are balanced, and they're changing all the time anyway, so... So, the Tornado Rat Rod, I figured I'd start with the sort of the vanilla GTA car, and then for the rest of the race we'll get all the other cars, the special FiveM cars. Alright, 15th. Let's see what we get next. The Picador Loco Drag. Yeah, it doesn't want a 10. It does not want a 10. Like, literally, will not 10. Can you... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to respawn. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's so quick. Like, in a straight line, though. It's got immense acceleration. Look at that. The speed and the acceleration is just... But it's... The first part of the track is not easy. I'm down in 20 seconds. There we go. Just picks up the speed so quickly. Already going 130, 140 miles, 150 miles an hour, 160. Wow, it is quick. It's quicker than I thought it was. Holy cow. This is quicker than a pariah in the main game. But the pariah has the benefit of being able to turn. So I think we found out that the drag cars class on Project Homecoming has some very, very quick cars in a straight line. But it's a different thing entirely to be driving them on a track that has corners. Yeah, the handbrake Fauza, the handbrake boost Fauza is something else, obviously. But yeah, almost went over. Drag cars, who knew? Who knew? Drag cars are not meant to turn corners. I would never have guessed. All right, what next? Gauntlet Hellhound. Okay, this can turn a lot better. I feel like the Picador loco drag is probably the worst turning vehicle in the class. I think I've just experienced that. Maybe I've experienced the two slowest vehicles around the track for the first two cars. This is actually handling pretty nicely, this Gauntlet. Maybe it's just because I'm comparing it to the Picador. This is a drag car that can actually turn. The Loco isn't that bad, the Sabre is though. Oh, the Sabre's even worse, okay. Okay. So I've got that to look forward to then. 140 miles an hour, 150 miles an hour, speedo on the bottom left of the map. We're getting some decent speeds in these drag cars. I like it. I feel like cars in GTA should be able to go these kind of speeds. Maybe not quite the sort of 200 mile per hour range, because people wouldn't be able to handle them in general, but I feel like they should be at least, you know, an extra 10-20 miles per hour quicker than what they can already across the board. Yeah, it feels like this Gauntlet is probably the sorry probably the one that could get the best lap time on the track, because it has a decent mix of speed and cornering ability in this class. My best lap so far is a 3 minutes 25, and that was with the Picador last lap, as you can see on the right hand side. This is going to be almost a minute quicker. This lap was almost a minute quicker than the Picador lap. Wow. The Vaca Twin Turbo Drag. Oh, yeah, the Gauntlet has turned the best so far. had the best cornering ability. Turbo Saab's in it, so he's going to pass me. Ugh. Drag cars on a corner-heavy circuit. Who would have known that wouldn't quite work? I think it has worked anyway. It's been fun. It's been interesting to show the relative strengths and weaknesses of these cars together against each other, and you know, overall, Jesus, this thing accelerates so quickly. I like these drag cars. I like that they have such high acceleration and top speed. Like, it just requires something a bit of extra thought. It's a different driving style to, you know, just regular cars, what you might be used to. 155, 160 miles an hour. Stupid bush! God damn it. It was all going so well. Yeah, the Vaca has the best acceleration of all of these, it seems. Or at least, yeah, as Blade says in the chat, the quickest to reach its top speed. It's just so fast. Getting up to that speed. This is one of the quickest accelerating vehicles I think I've ever experienced in GTA. I love having a speedo as well. Like, just knowing how fast you're actually going is just amazing. And then all the timing and stuff that you get on FiveM, or the Project Homecoming FiveM server. So much better. Alright, 2 more to go. One of them's going to be the Sabre Turbo, which is supposedly terrible. And that's what I've got now. Okay, Sabre GT... It's not Sabre Turbo. Sabre GT Drag. Oh yeah, this is... It feels very rolly. Like it you know, roll overy. Feels like it's going to roll over at any moment. Although... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Wheelie. That actually could have been a lot worse. It rolled over completely, so... Uh-oh. See, I think... I don't know, I feel like this is more manageable than the Picador. Or at least I prefer this kind of handling to be able to manage it than the Picador. Because the Picador just doesn't turn. Where at least this does turn. You just have to make sure you're down to a slow enough speed so it doesn't roll over. Like here. I was able to turn, I just have to be slow enough. So I'm going to get the Ballistic Compact for the last lap. Okay. 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 We both had crashes there. There it goes. At least, if nothing else, this is an example of the idea that drag cars probably shouldn't be used on a track that has corners. Actually, no, they should be used. It's good fun. It's something a bit different. The Gauntlet was the best in terms of easiness to drive around the track. that best lap I have for the gauntlet is going to be unchallenged, I think. Alright. Last lap. Ballistic compact. Let's see what that's like. And then that's all the classes, all the cars in the drags class. Ballistic compact drag spec. Okay, so the ballistic compact will turn. Oh. It just doesn't break. Come on, round you go. Come on. Yeah, it turns, but it doesn't turn well. There's a Sabre Turbo, Sabre GT, I should say. Alright, we're in the top 10 though. Can we keep the top 10? Top 10 position on the final lap. Ah, probably not. Although... that's alright, we can wall ride. I wasn't going to make that turn otherwise. Finally did that section right. I feel like that's the first time I've done that section right in the entire race. Maybe I did it correctly in the gauntlet, I can't remember. Okay, we're not keeping the top 10 position. I feel like in terms of lap time in this race, it's been the gauntlet, then the Vaca. Picador Loco's being last. Sabre Turbo's second last. Sabre GT, sorry. Oh my god! That Sabre should have even let me through. He crashed and caused me to crash. God damn it. How am I still in 11th? The Tornado. The Tornado was last. Yeah, I was trying to think what it was. So this would have been third. Sabre GT. Then... Sabre GT, then the Picador, then the Tornado. Interesting class though.